Bernarda's father died. No one can welcome under this roof. Don't want to see her in her lair, Dana.
She's been good to you.
30 years washing her sheets. 30 years eating her scraps. Nights nursing her coughs. Days with my eye squashed against the crack of the door to spy on the neighbours and bring her their stories. And in all that time there's been no secrets between her and I. And I say, Dana, I'll stick a nail in her eye.
Listen to you.
Oh, but I'm the best bitch she has. I bark when she tells me to. I sink my teeth into the beggar's heels when she sets me at them. Oh, well, my sons do work in her fields, and thanks to her they have made enough money to marry. But one day I'll have had it with her.
And that day?
And that day, I will lock myself in a room with her for a whole year and spit in her face. That's for that Bernarda. That's for the rest. And that's for everything else. Until she looks like a lizard that the little boys have smashed in the stones. That's her and her family. Oh, I don't envy her. Stuck here with 5 women, 5 big ugly daughters, and only the eldest Angustius has any money at all.
Well, she is daughter by Bernarda's first husband, as for the rest.
Well, a piece of petticoats, a heap of embroidered lace, and all I'll have at the end is bread and grapes.
That could do me.
All we'll have is our hands and a hole in the ground at the end.
When you have nothing, it's the only land they'll ever let you inherit.
There's a mark on this glass.
I can't get it off this so-called rag.
That's the last response. I'm going to listen to it. Oh, I love it when the priest sings in the paternoster. Up and up his voice goes, little by little, like a pitcher filling with water. It cracked in the end, of course, but it was glorious to listen to. But now like a wolf running through the church.
Oh, you'll be swallowing dust.
I'd rather be swallowing something else.
Oh, ding, ding, dong. May God forgive him.
Blessed be God.
Ding, ding, dong. Let's hope he doesn't call us for a few years yet. Ding, ding, dong.
Blessed be God.
Forever and ever.
I came for the scraps.
Huh? The gate is that way. Today's scraps are for me.
Missus, you've got someone looking after you here. Me and my daughter and our mum.
So are the dogs, and they live.
They always give them to me.
Get out. Who let you in? Go on, get out. Get out. You let footprints on my floor. Get out. Floors I've shined with oil. Oh. Their cupboards, their ornaments, their iron beds. And what do we have? A mud hut, a plate full of bitterness, and one spoon to eat it with. Oh, I pray for the day no one has that story to tell. Oh yes, ring those bells, bring out the wooden box with its gold trim, carry it on silken ropes. You'll still come from the same end as us. You're in the mud now, like the rest of us. Suffer it, Antonio Maria Benedicte, stiff in your handmade suits and your high boots. Ha! You'll not get your hands up my skirt behind the crowd again. Oh, Antonio Maria Benedicte, you'll never taste the bread in this house again. I was your most loyal servant. I loved you the most. How will I ever live without you?
Less snivelling and more scrubbing. You should have had this place clean for the week. Now get out. This isn't your place. The poor are like animals. It's as if they're made of different stuff.
The poor feel their sorrows too.
Yes, and they shouldn't forget it in front of a plate of chickpeas.
You'll have to eat.
You shouldn't talk like that in front of your elders.
Quiet girl.
No one gives me orders in my own house. Sit down. Stop crying, Magdalena. If you wish to cry, go and cry under your bed. Do you hear me?
Have you started the harvest?
Yesterday.
Some heat was lead out there.
I haven't felt heat like this for years.
Is the lemonade ready?
Yes, Bernarda.
You can give some to the men.
They're already drinking it in the courtyard.
Yes, and they can go out by the courtyard too. I'm not having them tramping in through here.
Pepe El Romano was with the men in church.
Yes, he was.
His mother was. She saw his mother. Neither of us saw Pepe.
I thought.
Dara Harlow, the widower, was there. Very close to your aunt. We all saw him.
She's wicked. She's worse than wicked. Tongue like a razor.
Women in church should look at one man, and that's the priest. He's safe in his skirts. Women who turn their heads are just looking for a pair of warm trousers.
Old boiled lizard. She's twisted up in knots, wanting it herself.
Praise be to God. in peace with the heavenly host above your head.
Rest in peace.
With the Archangel Michael and his sword of justice.
Rest in peace.
With the key that opens all and the hand that closes all.
Rest in peace.
With all the old blessings and the little lights in the field.
Rest in peace.
With the holy charity and the little lights in the field.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Grant peace to your servant Antonio Maria Benavides, and give him the crown of your everlasting glory. Amen.
Amen.
Requiem et tenandum legis Domine.
Et justa perpetua luces eis. Peace to pray for his soul.
They never gone to the warm bright.
Or a roof over your daughter's heads.
May you keep all the wealth you had as a wife.
From the men, bag of money to help with the masses.
Don't go back to your holes and tear me to pieces. I hope it's years before I see any of them under the archway of my gate again.
Oh, you can't complain, the whole village came.
Oh yes, to fill the house with the smell of their sweaty underwear and the poison of their tongues.
Mother, don't talk like that.
What else can you say about this desert of a place? A village without a river where you can't even dip your tongue in the well water in case it's poisoned.
Let us stay to explore.
Looks like a herd of ghosts has trampled all over it. Get me a fan now. What kind of a fan is this to give to a widow? Get me a black one and show some respect to your dead father.
Take mine.
What about you?
I don't feel the heat.
Well, you'll need to get another one. You'll need it. There are 8 years of mourning ahead of us. Not even the wind will get into this house. It will be as if we bricked up every window and door. That's how it was in my father's house and my grandfather's house. In the meantime, you can all start embroidering your trousseaux. There are 20 bolts of linen in the chest that you can make out of bed sheets and bedspreads. And Magdalena will embroider them.
Oh, will I? If you don't embroider them, then they won't get embroidered. You'll still look the best. Is that the idea?
I don't want to embroider any of them. I know I'm never getting married. I'd rather carry sacks to the mill. I'd rather do anything than sit in this dark room day after day.
Well, now you know what it's like to be a woman.
Yes, we're all cursed.
In here, you do what I say. No running back to your father now. A needle and a thread for the women, a whip and a mule for the men. And that is how it should be in a well-bred family.
Bernarda, let me out!
Oh, you can let her out now.
Oh, she may be 80, but your mother is as strong as an oak.
It runs in the family. My grandmother was the same.
She kept calling to you every 5 minutes. I had to stuff an old sack in her mouth. She kept saying you feed her, what was it, dishwater and dog food.
She
Let me out!
Just let her out in the yard.
She went and got her earrings, her amethyst ring. She's put them all on. Now she's getting married.
Make sure you go with her, but don't let her go anywhere near that well.
She's not going to jump in.
It's not that. The neighbours will see her from their windows.
We're going to change.
All right, keep mourning clothes on your back. Where's Angus?
I saw
And the men had left already, had they?
There was a group of them still standing outside.
Angustias! Angustias!
Angustias! Angustias!
What is it?
What were you looking at? Who were you looking at?
Nothing. No one.
Do you think it's decent for a woman of your class to be dragging herself like dirt under the nose of a man the very day of her father's funeral? Well, answer me. Who were you looking at? Yes, you!
Nothing. No one.
You poisonous piece of sugar, you!
Now you calm down.
Get out of here!
She didn't realise what she was doing, that's the worst of it. I couldn't believe it when I saw her running out to the courtyard and stood by the window listening to the men talking. Of course, the conversation wasn't fit for anyone to hear.
And at a funeral, too. What were they talking about?
They were talking about Paccola Rosetta. They said last night they tied her husband up in the stable and took her off on horseback up to the olive grove.
And she left them.
Oh, she loved it. They had a kick for hanging out and Maximilian was holding her like he was playing a guitar. Terrible, eh?
What happened then?
Well, what do you think happened? They came back at dawn, Paccola Rosetta's hair was all over the place, and she had a crown of flowers on her head.
She's the only really bad woman we have in this village.
That's because she's not from around here, she's from a long way off. And the men that went with her are the sons of outsiders as well. Men from here couldn't do that.
Oh no, they love to see it, and talk about it, and suck the gossip off their fingers like gravy.
Oh, they were saying more than that.
What?
Well, I've blushed to repeat it, Bernarda.
And my daughter heard this?
That's what I'm telling you.
She's just like her aunts, pale and slippery, batting her eyelashes even if a hairdresser pays her a compliment. Oh, how I suffer and fight to keep this family under control, to keep them decent.
It's because all your daughters are old enough to be married. They don't give you any trouble, considering. And Lucius is pushing 40.
39.
And think about it. She's never had a man.
None of them has had a man and none of them needs one. They would do fine without one.
I didn't mean to upset you.
There's no one within 100 miles who is good enough to come near them. The men around here are not of their class. What do you want me to do? To throw them in some farmland?
Oh, you could have moved to another village.
Oh, I see, to sell them off.
No, Bernarda, for the change. Of course, in a bigger town, everyone looks classy.
Hold your wicked tongue.
Well, I can't talk to you. Do you trust my judgment or not? No.
You're my servant. I pay you. That's it.
Donatoro's here. He's come to talk about the will.
Let's go. In the meantime, you can start whitewashing the courtyard, and you can put the dead man's clothes away.
We can give some away.
No, not one mutton. Not even the handkerchief we covered his face with.
Did you take your medicine? For all the good it will do me?
But you took it. I have no faith in things, and yet I do it anyway.
You look
Like a
lively.
machine.
Yes, but you do look lively as the new doctor came.
I feel just the same.
Adelaide didn't come to the funeral. Did you notice? I knew she wouldn't.
Her fiancé doesn't let her put her head round the door. Time was she was always laughing. Now she doesn't even put powder on her face.
These days you can't tell if it's better to have a fiancé or not.
It makes no difference.
It's all the gossip, that's the problem. Who could live with it? Adelaide must have had a terrible time.
She's frightened of our mother. Mother's the only one who knows the truth about how Adelaide's father got his land. Every time Adelaide comes here, Mother sticks that story into her like a knife. Her father killed his first wife's husband in Cuba so that he could marry her. Then back here, he deserted her and ran off with another woman who had a daughter. Then he took up with the daughter. That daughter was Adelaide's mother. He married her after the second wife went crazy and died. What a terrible man. Why is he locked up? Because men always cover up for each other. And nobody could say a word about it.
Yes, but none of that's Adelaide's fault.
No. But stories repeat themselves. The way I see it is, it's all coming round again. She'll end up like her mother and her grandmother. Both of them lovers to the man that fathered her.
It's too much.
I think it's better never to look at a man. I've been afraid of them ever since I was a little girl. I used to see them in the corral, yoking the oxen and heaving sacks of grain, shouting and stamping their feet on the floor. And I think, imagine being a grown woman. Then imagine if a man suddenly flung his arms around you. Of course, God made me weak and ugly. That will keep him away from me forever.
Don't say that. Remember Enrique Humanis? He really liked you.
So they said. Once I stood all night at my window in my nightdress. He'd let me know through his shepherd's little girl that he was coming, but he never did. It was just talk. And then he married someone else with more money. Ugly as hell. They care about looks. All they care about is land and yokes of oxen and a nice quiet bitch to put their food on the table. Ooh. What are you doing? Just sitting.
How about you? Just wandering through the rooms just for the walk. I've been looking at Grandmother's old needleprint pictures. The wooden dog, the black man wrestling with a lion. We loved them so much when we were little. Those were happy days. A wedding lasted 10 days and poisonous tongues weren't in fashion yet. Today we're all so sophisticated. Brides wear white veils like they do in the towns and we drink wine out of bottles. But we're rotting away with the fear of what people might say.
Only God knew what was coming to us.
Your shoelace is untied. So what? So you'll trip over it? So, one less?
Where's Adela?
Oh, she went out into the corral and started shouting, chick, 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 chickens, look at me! I had to laugh. His mother had seen her, poor little thing. She's the youngest of all of us and she still has her daydreams. I'd give a lot to see her happy. What time is it? It must be 12. At 8. It'll strike in a minute. Have you heard? No. Oh, come on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You two know better than I do. You've always got your heads stuck together like two little sheep, never letting anyone else in. And the secret? About Pepe and Romano. Oh, the whole village is talking about it. Last night, Pepe Romano is coming to marry Angustias. Last night, he's prowling around the house. I think he's going to send a message soon.
Well, I'm glad. He's a good man.
Me too, Angustias deserves it. Neither of you is glad.
That's a lady bitch.
If you wanted Angustias for her looks, Angustias the woman, I'd be glad. But he's coming for her money. All right, she's our sister, but we're all family here. We know she's ill, she's old, and she's the ugliest of the lot of us. If she was like a stick in a skirt when she was 20, what's she like now she's 40?
Don't talk like that. Maybe luck comes to those who are not looking for it.
Well, she's only telling the truth after all. Angustias has her father's money. She's the richest woman in the house, and now our father's dead. She'll come into her inheritance, and that's why they're after her. Pepe Romano is 25 years old and the best looking man for miles. It'd be natural if he was courting you, Amelia, or Arabella. She's only 18. But to go poking in the darkest shadows of the house, woman who sleeps with her nose like her father.
Well, maybe that's what he likes.
Oh, you're so two-faced, isn't it? Have the chickens seen you yet?
I missed anything.
If Mother sees you, she's going to tear your hair out.
I was dreaming about this dress. I was going to wear it the day we went to watermelons by the waterwheel. There would have been another like it.
It's a beautiful dress.
It suits me so well. It's the best dress my mother has ever cut out.
What did the chicken say about it?
They gave some of the fleas that are eating holes in my legs.
The best thing you can do is dye it black.
The best thing you can do is give it to Angustius at her wedding with Pepe and Romano.
What?
Haven't you heard about it?
No,
Well, now you know.
it's not possible.
Money makes anything possible.
Is that why she was following the mourners and spying through the door? How could he?
Oh, he'll manage.
What are you thinking, Adela? I'm thinking this morning has caught me at the worst moment of my life. I can't bear it.
You'll get used to it.
I won't get used to it. I can't be locked up. I don't want my flesh to fade like yours has. I don't want my wine that's lost in these rooms. Tomorrow I'm going to put on my green dress and I'm going to walk in the streets. I want to know I'm Matilda.
Oh, poor child. She misses her father.
Shut up. We're all in the same boat, Adela.
The maid nearly hurt you. Get poor Ronaldo. He's going past the end of the street.
Let's go see him.
Where are you going?
I don't care.
He has to turn the corner in a moment. You'd see him better from your bedroom window.
Damn that whip!
Such a lot of money for Angustius.
Yes.
So much less for the others.
You've told me that 3 times already. You're right, much less, a lot less. Now don't go on about it. And Angustius!
Mother.
How dare you powder your face? How dare you even wash your face the day of your father's funeral?
He wasn't my father. Mine died a long time ago. Have you forgotten that already?
Well, you owe this man, your sister's father, a lot more than your own. It's thanks to this man that your fortune's intact.
Oh, we'll see about that.
If not for decency's sake, for respect!
Let me go out.
Not till I wipe that powder off your face, you two-faced little tart! You're the image of your aunts! Now get out!
Don't be so hard on her.
My mother may be mad, but I have all 5 senses and I know what I'm doing.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on.
Oh, if you're fighting over the inheritance, you're the richest one anyway. You might as well take the lot.
Wait, you just keep your tongue in its hole.
Do you think you can say what you like in front of me? Well, don't fool yourselves. I'm in charge here until they carry me out, feet first.
Out of my way! Let go of me! Bernarda, where is my napkin? Nobody here will get anything of mine. Not my rings, not my black moire dress. Because nobody here is going to be married. Not one of you. Bernarda, give me my pearl necklace.
Why did you let her in here?
She got away from me.
I ran away because I am going to be married. I am going to marry a beautiful man from the shores of the sea. All the men here run away from women.
Oh, be quiet, Mother.
I won't be quiet. I don't want to stay here watching all these spinsters longing for marriage, turning their hearts into dust. I want to go home, Bernarda. I want to marry. I want to get married and be happy.
Lock her up.
No, let go of me! Let go of me! I want to get married! Out! Get married! Beside the sea! I want to be married! Beside the sea! Beside the sea! I want to be married! Beside the sea! I want to be married!
Someone brought me a seashell. Someone brought me a seashell.
That one's for Amelia.
Should I put Pepe first on this Angustius?
No.
Adela, aren't you coming?
She'll be lying in bed.
There's something up with that one. She's restless, trembling like she's terrified or she's got a lizard between her tits.
There's nothing wrong with her that isn't wrong with all of us.
All of us except Angustius.
Yes, I'm happy. And if that bothers anybody, you can jump off a bridge.
I always thought your best features were your tiny little waist and your lovely manners, Angustius.
Thank God I will soon be out of this hellhole.
But maybe you won't.
Change the subject.
When it comes down to it, a pile of gold in your bottom drawer will get you far more than a pair of dark eyes in your face.
In one ear and out the other. Someone open the door, will you? Let's see if we can get some air in here.
I couldn't sleep last night because of the heat.
Oh, neither could I. I got up to cool off. There was a great black storm cloud. A few drops of rain did fall.
It was 1 in the morning. The earth was still on fire. I got up too. And Lucius was still at the window with Pepe.
That late? What time did he leave?
Oh, Magdalena, why ask if you saw him?
He must have left about 1:30.
Yes? How do you know?
Well, I heard him cough and I heard his mare's hooves.
I heard him leave around 4.
But it can't have been him.
I'm sure it was.
Well, that's what I thought too.
That's very strange.
Hey, Angustius. What did he say the first time he came to your window?
Nothing. What should you say? Just small talk.
Isn't it strange how two people who don't know each other can meet at the bars of the window and the next thing they're engaged?
I didn't find it strange.
I don't know what I would have felt.
But if a man comes to the window he already knows from all the people who are in and out of the house fetching and carrying, then you'll say yes.
All right, but he can still ask you.
Of course. What did he say? Oh, nothing much. You know, I'm asking for you. I need a good, decent woman, and that's you if you'll agree.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Yes, but you have to go through it.
Did he say anything else?
He didn't say anything else. My heart was almost coming out of my mouth, and it was the first time I was ever alone with a man at night.
And such a good-looking man.
It's not bad.
That's how it is with a well-educated man. They can talk up a storm and they can wave their hands about. The first time my husband Evaristo came to my window.
What happened?
It was dark. I saw him go by. He said, "Good evening." "Good evening," I said. And then we stood silently for half an hour or more. The sweat was running down my body. And then Evaristo came nearer and nearer, as if he wanted to squeeze through the bars. And in a low, low voice he said, "Come here, I want to feel you." Afterwards, he learned how to behave himself. And when he stopped getting other ideas, he took to breathing linnets until the day he died. You single girls will do well to listen to this. It'll do you good. 15 days after the wedding, the man gives up the bed for the table, and then the table for the tavern. And a woman who can't put up with that will rot in her own tears.
You put up with it.
Oh, I can handle him.
Is it true you sometimes hit him?
I nearly put his eye out once.
That's how all women should be.
Well, not from the same mould as your mother. One day, I can't remember what he said to me. Anyway, I killed all his linnets with a rolling pin.
Adela, sweetheart, you missing this?
Adela!
I'll go and see.
That girl is ill.
Of course she is. She hardly sleeps.
Well, what does she do?
How would I know?
Well, he would know more than I. He sneaked through the wall from her.
She's eaten up with envy. Oh, don't exaggerate. I can see it in her eyes. She's starting to look like a mad woman.
Don't talk about mad women here. This is the last place you should mention that word.
You want to sleep then?
I'm sick.
and no one else's.
I was just worrying about you.
Worried or just plain nosy? Weren't you sewing? Why don't you get on with it? I wish I was invisible so I could get through these walls without anyone asking me where I'm going.
The lifestyle's here.
Stop staring at me. I tell you what, I'll give you my beautiful bright eyes and my straight back to fix that pump you're carrying, but stop staring at me every time I walk by.
Adela, she's your sister and she's the one who loves you the most.
She follows me everywhere. Sometimes she comes into my room at night to see if I'm sleeping, and all the time she's going, "Oh, Adela, your pretty face. Such a shame that beautiful body will be wasted." It's not true. My body is ready for whoever I want.
So Pepe Romano, isn't it? You heard me.
What are you saying?
Do you think I haven't noticed? You have to think your eyes right now.
How do you know?
A woman like me can see through walls. I've got eyes in my head and my hands when it comes to things like this, Adela, but I can't get my head around you. Why do you do it? Why do you stand half naked with the window wide open and like spilling out on the street? Why do you do it, Adela? I saw you the second time Pepe came to pick us up this up.
It's not true! It's not true!
Oh, grow up. Come here. And leave your sister alone. If you want this Pepe Romano, then you need to keep it to yourself. Besides, who says you can't marry him? That sister of yours isn't strong. She'll never survive the first baby. Her hips are narrow. She's old, I know the signs, and she'll die. And then Pepe will do what all widowers do here. He'll marry the prettiest and the youngest. And that's you. So feed that hope, or forget him, whatever you like. But don't go against the sod's law.
Why, I will not mind your own business, you spy, you monster!
I'll be your shadow, Adela.
Instead of clearing this house and going to bed to pray for your dead, you root around like an old sow, digging up other people's businesses you can drool in it.
I watch over this family so that people don't fit when they pass the door.
And what great affection you have for my sister all of a sudden.
I don't have any loyalty for any of you. I just want to live in a decent household. I don't want to be stained with your dirt in my old age.
You can keep your advice. You're too late. You're just a servant. I'd have played you and my mother too if I had to. I'd do anything to put out the fire that's burning in my legs, in my mouth. What tales can you tell her of me? That I lock myself in my door and won't open the door. That I don't sleep. I'm not clever than you. See if you can catch his hair with your bare hands.
Don't define me, Adela. Don't define me because I can shout and I can ring the bells and I can light the torches.
4,000 burning yellow torches and put them all around the walls of the corral. Nothing can stop what's going to happen now.
You want that man this much?
More. I look in his eyes, it's as if I'm slowly drinking his blood.
Oh, I can't listen to you.
Oh, you'll have to. You used to scare me, but I'm stronger than you now. Oh, I'll give you as usual.
Of course. She wants me to go down to the village and eat and get her I don't know what.
Did you buy that bottle of perfume for me?
The most expensive one and the face powder. I put them on the table in your room.
Say a thing about me.
We'll see.
Oh, did you see the lace? The ones around Kuchika's wedding sheets are just beautiful. One of those.
That's for me. For a petticoat.
I'm glad you've still got your sense of humour.
I'll admire myself in it. I don't need to show myself off to anyone.
Who's going to see us in our underwear?
Some of us might get lucky.
I love underwear. If I was rich, I'd have it all made in Dutch linen. It's one of the few pleasures I have left.
Oh, this is beautiful for babes' caps and christening gowns. I could never have had this for mine. I wonder if Angustius will have it for her babes. If she takes a fancy to having children, you'll be sewing day and night.
No, I don't think I'll sew a stitch on those clothes.
Or bring up someone else's children. Look at those women down the street, martyrs to four monsters.
They're better off than you. At least they laugh and you hear them when they argue.
To go and work for them.
No, they sent me to this convent and here I stay.
That's the men going back to work.
It struck 3 o'clock a moment ago.
In this heat, if only I could get out in the fields too. Everybody has their place. That's how it is.
There's nothing like being in the fields this time of year. The harvesters arrived yesterday. 40 or 50 lovely boys.
Where are they from this year?
Miles away from the mountains. Happy, tall, dark as burnt trees. Last night, a woman came into the village, wearing sequins and dancing with an accordion. 15 of the men made a deal with her in the olive grove. I was watching from a long way off. The boy who made the deal had green eyes and a body as tight as a wheat sheaf.
Is that true? Of course it is.
Years ago, another of those women came into the village, and I gave my eldest son money to go with her myself. Men need these things.
You get away with everything. There's nothing worse than being a woman.
Even our eyes aren't our own.
There they are. They have some beautiful songs.
They're going to reap the fields.
They don't mind the heat.
They're reaping flames.
If only I could be a reaper and go wherever I wanted. Then maybe we would get what's eating us alive.
What do you have to forget?
What has their troubles?
Oh, shush, be quiet, quiet. Oh, my dogs. Oh, I think they're passing side now. They don't have a Oh, no, be careful. Don't open the shutters too far. They're always ready to go to a push and see who's peeked out.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sick with the heat.
Is that all?
Wish it was November. Rainy days. Frost. Anything but this endless summer.
It'll pass and it'll come again.
Yes, I know.
What time did you go to sleep last night? Oh, I don't know. I sleep like a log. Why? No reason. Only, I thought I heard someone in the corral. Yes, very late.
Weren't you fit?
No, I've heard it for a few nights now.
We'll have to be careful. Could it be one of the workers?
Workers start at 6.
Perhaps it was one of the young mules who hasn't broken in.
It's a young mule that hasn't been broken in.
We better warn the others. No! Don't say anything. I might have imagined it. Maybe. Amelia! What? Why did you call me?
I didn't mean to, it just came out.
Maybe you should get some rest.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is the picture of Femi that was under my pillow? Which one of you has no one? Where is my Where is my picture? It's still the icon. One of you has hidden it.
You've got to know, Angustius.
It was in my room and now it's gone. Maybe it jumped into the corral around midnight. And it likes to walk in the moonlight. Don't mess with me.
Which of you? Answer me! Search the rooms. Look in the beds. So this is what comes of not keeping you on a tighter leash. But the alarm bells are ringing now. Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you looked everything?
Yes, Mother.
You wait till I'm old and you make me drink the bitterest poison of all. Did you find it?
Here it is.
Well, where was it? Oh, come on, woman, what are you afraid of?
It was between the sheets in Martirio's bed.
Is this true?
Yes, it is.
I should stab you dead. You're poison. Scattering broken glass for us to walk on. I'll hit you if I want to.
Are you sure you'll have respect?
Not a tear in her eye. Look at her. I'm not going to cry just to make you happy. Then why did you take that picture?
Well, can't I even play a joke on my sister? Why else would I take it?
This isn't a joke. Since when have you liked jokes? There's something else boiling up inside of her, waiting to come out. Go on, admit it. Do you want me to speak my mind? Are you sure? If I told half of what I know, the walls of this place would fall in on each other with the shame of it. There's no end to the lies an evil tongue can tell.
You're both mad.
Throwing your wicked thoughts at us like stones. There are others doing worse than that. Until they're lying in their naked and the river sweeps them away.
You shame the cousin.
It's not my fault. They're pegging out on mine and chose me.
Yes, for your money. Mother, for your fields and your orchards. Isn't that the truth?
I said silence. I could see this storm was coming, but I never knew it would break so soon. You have poured hate on my heart like a hailstorm. But I am not so old yet. I have 5 chains. One for each of you, and these walls that my father built to keep you in. Not even the weeds will know of my desolation. Now get out! All of you! I must use my fist. Remember your duty, Bernarda.
Can I speak?
Go ahead. I'm sorry you heard that. That's what comes of letting outsiders into the family.
Oh, I see what I see.
Oh, and us just must get married at once.
Yes, we must get her away from here.
Not her, him.
Yes, of course, we must get him away from here. Good thinking.
I don't think. There are some times you don't have time to think about. I give orders.
Well, do you think he'll want to leave?
What's going on in that head of yours now?
Of course he'll marry Angus, yes?
Oh, out with it. I've known you long enough to see that you're getting your knife ready.
Since when has a warning been the same as murder?
You want to warn me about something?
I'm not pointing a finger at anyone, Bernarda. I'm just telling you to open your eyes and then you'll see.
See what?
You're a smart one. You can smell wickedness hidden in folk over 100 miles away. I used to think you could read thoughts. But your children are your children, and when it comes to them, you are blind.
You mean Martirio?
Yes, Martirio. Why do you think she would hide the picture?
Well, she said it was a joke. What else could it be?
You think so, do you?
I don't think so. I know it.
All right, it's your business. But if all this was happening to your neighbours across the road, what would you think then?
I can see the point of that knife now.
Oh, no, Bernarda! Something serious is happening here. I'm not blaming you, but you never give those girls any freedom. Martirio is sick for love, whatever you say. Why did you not let her marry Enrique Hermanos? Why, on the very day he was to visit her window, did you send him a message not to come?
And I would do it 1,000 times over. I will not mix my blood with Hermanos while there is breath still in me. His father was a farmhand.
Yeah, look where your airs and graces have got you now.
Well, I can afford to be choosy. You can't, because you know very well where you came from.
All right, don't rub it in. I'm an old woman and I'm grateful for your protection.
Well, I don't see much gratitude here.
Martirio will forget this.
And if she doesn't do that, I don't think there's anything serious going on here. There's nothing going on here. You just wish there was. Let me tell you, if there ever does, it will not get beyond these 4 walls.
I wouldn't be so sure. There are plenty others in this village that can smell wickedness even over 100 miles away.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, to see me and my daughters on the way to the whorehouse?
No woman can tell which will end up.
I know how me and my daughters will end our days. The whorehouse was a place for a woman you might well remember.
You showed my mother respect.
Hey, stop tormenting me with your evil imagination.
No, I just better stay out of this.
Yes, that's right. Do your work, keep your mouth shut. That's your place, and that is what you're paid for.
Well, I can't. Don't you think it would be better for Pepe to be with Martirio or the Della?
I don't think so.
But the Della is his real fiancée.
Well, things don't always turn out the way we want them to.
No, but there's a natural way for things to go, and it's hard work pushing them down another path. Oh, it just seems wrong to me for Angustias to be with Pepe. It would seem wrong to anybody. It would seem wrong to the air that we breathe. But who can tell us how they will end?
Here we go again. Oh, creeping up on me like a bad dream. But I'm not listening to you, Pontia, because if I heard you, I would break you open.
Ah, sticks and stones.
Well, thank God my daughters respect me. They'll never twist against my will.
No, but if you ever loosen your grip, they will fly straight over the rooftops.
And I will bring them down with stones.
You're a brave woman, Bernarda.
I've always preferred the hottest peppers.
Isn't that strange? That Angustias should be so taken with her fiancé and at Herbert as well. And he seems just as keen. Yesterday, my elder son said they were still talking at 4 in the morning when he passed by on his oxen.
4 o'clock.
That's a lie.
That's what he said.
Well,
For over a week now, Pepe has been leaving at 1 in the morning. God strike me dead if I'm lying.
Well, I heard him leaving at 4 too.
yes, but did you see it with your own eyes?
Well, I wasn't going to lean out of the window.
You speak through the side window onto the street now, don't you?
No, I talked to him through my bedroom window.
What's going on here? Do you want to listen to this? Because I am certain that Pepe was stood at one of the windows at this house at 4 in the morning.
You're certain?
As I have been of anything in this life.
Mother, don't listen to her. She'd love to see us lose everything.
I will find out. If the people in this village want to spread their dirty lies, then a bit of faint war. We will not talk about this. There are some people who want to stir up a wave of mud to drown us.
I'm not lying.
Something is going on.
And it stops here. I was born with my eyes wide open, and now I'll watch unblinking till I
I
die.
have a right to know what's going on.
Well, you don't have any rights at all unless I tell you. No one's allowed me here, and you can mind your own business. No one takes one step, but I'll know about it.
There's a big crowd at the end of the street. All the neighbours are at their doors.
Run along to see what's happening. And where are you going? I always knew you were window watchers. Can't wait to get out of your morning, eh? Now get in there, the lot of you.
You're lucky I kept my tongue tied.
I said wanting myself.
And what would you have said then? Wanting isn't the same as doing.
And the one who does it is the one who can. I got there first. You wanted to, right? What can you do? You can't go on like this. I can have everything. I'll tear your arms off them. Leave me alone, Martin.
Never.
He wants me to live with him.
I saw what he wanted to do.
I
saw how he held you.
I didn't want to. It's as if I was dragged by a lovely thick rope.
I will finish you first.
What's happening? It's the brother's daughter, the unmarried one. She's had a baby. Nobody knows who it is.
A baby.
And to hide her shame, she killed it and buried it under some rocks. And then some dogs with more heart than most humans dug it up and dragged it to her door as if God himself was guiding them. And now they're going to kill her. They're dragging her through the streets, down the pathways, through the olive groves, and the men are shouting and running until the fields quake. Let them bring olive branches and pine candles. Let them come and kill her. No!
now. I kept you too long.
Don't go, woman. We hardly ever see each other.
Has the last bell sounded for Rosary?
Not yet.
How's your husband getting on?
Oh, as ever.
You hardly ever see him either.
Well, you know what he's like. Ever since he argued with his brothers over the inheritance, he won't use the front door. He takes a ladder and climbs out over the wall by the corral.
A real man. And how's your daughter getting on?
He won't forgive her.
He's quite right.
Well, I don't know. I'm the one who suffers because of it.
A disobedient daughter is your enemy, not your child.
Oh, I let the waters flow. The only consolation I have is to take refuge in the church. But I'm losing my sight now. Soon I won't be able to go out. The children make fun of me. Oh, what was that?
Oh, it's the stallion. He's locked in his stall. He's kicking against the sides of the house. Tell him to let him loose. He must be what?
Are you going to put the new mares to him?
A door.
You certainly have a knack of building up your stock.
Well, with a little bit of work and a lot of worry.
She's got the best stable around. It's just a pity that the prices are so low.
Would you like a little cheese and honey?
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I've no appetite.
My God!
I felt my heart shaking in my chest.
Must I say everything twice? Let him roll it in the straw. Lock the mares in the corral and let him loose, otherwise he's going to bring these walls down on top of our heads. What a life.
You have to fight like any man.
Well, that's how it is. And where are you going?
Drink some water.
Bring another jug of cold water. You, sit down.
And when is Angus getting married?
They're coming to ask for her in 3 days' time.
You must be so pleased.
Of course.
No, you still stop.
Your luck couldn't get any worse anyway.
Oh, it brings bad luck.
That's enough.
Has he given you the ring yet?
Have a look.
It's beautiful. 3 pearls. Of course, in my day, pearls meant tears.
But things have changed now.
I don't think so. Things always be what they need. Engagement rings should be diamonds.
That would have been better.
Pearls or not, life's what you make it.
Or else God knows.
I've been told the furniture is beautiful.
But it cost me enough.
The best piece is the wardrobe with the mirror.
Oh, I've never seen one of those.
We just had a chest.
But of course, the most important thing is that everything works out for the best.
Because you never know.
And there's no reason why it shouldn't.
That's the last call. I will come again and you will show me your wedding clothes.
Oh, whenever you like.
Good evening. God bless you all.
Good night, Cynthia. The meal's over.
I think I'll go walk down to the gate to stretch my legs.
I'll go with you. Will I?
I don't think I'll get lost.
I need company in the dark.
I've already told you. You need to talk to material. That business with the photo was a joke. You need to forget it.
You know that she doesn't like me.
Oh, who knows what goes on in anyone's head, and I will not pry into anyone's heart. I want a good front of the world and peace in this family. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Then that's how it is.
Besides, you'll be gone in no time.
Not soon enough for me.
What time did you finish talking last night?
About 12:30.
What did Pepe have to say?
Well, he seems a bit distracted. When he talks to me, it's as if he's thinking of something else, and when I ask him what's wrong, he just says we men have our problems.
Well, you should never ask, and especially not when you're married. You speak when he speaks, you look at him when he looks at you, and that way you will never fall out.
Mother, I think that he
he is hiding something from me.
Don't ever try to find out. Don't ever ask. And above all, never let him see you crying.
I should be happy, but I'm not.
Oh, what's new?
Half the time I stare at Pepe through the window bars, he seems to fade away as if he were vanishing into a cloud of dust kicked up by the earth.
And that's because you're in poor health.
I hope that's right.
Is he coming tonight?
No, he went into town with his mum.
Oh, good. Then we'll have an early night. Magdalena!
She's asleep.
It's so dark tonight.
You can't see 2 steps ahead of yourself. It's a good night for burglars, or anyone else that needs to hide.
The stallion was in the middle of the corral. Twice its size, it filled up the darkness.
It's true. It was frightening like a ghost.
There are stars in the sky with its fists.
This one stared at until she nearly cricked her neck.
You like it?
I couldn't care less what's going on over the rooftops. I have enough to worry about what goes on inside these walls.
That's typical.
Oh, both of them.
Good night. Are you going to bed now? Yes. Pepe isn't coming tonight. Look. Why is it when we see a shooting star in the sky we say, Holy Barbara, blessed on high, whose name is written in the sky with paper and holy water?
Oh, the old ones knew many things that we've forgotten.
I close my eyes so I don't see the lightning.
I don't. I love it. Fire flashing through a sky that's been dark and quiet for years.
That's nothing to do with any of us.
And it's best not to think about it.
Such a beautiful night. I'd like to stay up late and feel the breeze off the fields.
So it's time for bed. Magdalena!
She's in the middle of her first dream.
Magdalena!
Leave me alone.
Get to bed.
Never give anyone a minute's peace.
Good night.
And you two, get to bed.
Why isn't Angustius's fiancé coming tonight?
He's away on a visit.
I'll see you in the morning.
You still here?
Yes. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. And wondering where this terrible disaster is going to fall on my family and where it's hiding itself. I don't see any trouble here, Poncia. In this house there are no choices, no either or, no yes or no. There are just my eyes watching everything. And the answer to every question.
That's true. On the surface, that's very true. But your daughters live their lives as if they're stacked up in a cupboard. And neither you nor anyone else can watch what's happening in here.
They're breathing quietly enough.
That's all that matters to their mother, isn't it? Fine. I've got enough to do looking after all of you.
Keeping your mouth shut now, are we?
I know my place. I know how to keep the peace.
If these walls were made of grass, you'd let the neighbours in to graze their sheep on it.
I keep a lid on more than you like to think about.
Does your son still see Pepe at 4 in the morning? Are they still spreading their dirty lies about this place?
I don't say anything.
No, it's because they can't. Because there's not enough flesh for them to sink their teeth into, and that's because I never close my eyes.
Bernarda, I don't want to talk about this because I'm frightened about what you might do, but you should not feel so secure right now.
I couldn't feel more so.
Lightning can strike in a moment. A clot of blood can stop your heart in a second.
There is nothing happening here. I know what you imagine, but I'm on my guard now.
Well, good for you.
Yes, that's right.
Bernarda, I've finished the dishes. Is there anything else you want me to do?
No. I'm going to bed.
What time shall I call you in the morning?
Don't. Tonight I shall sleep well.
When you can't stop the time, it's easier to turn your back on it and close your eyes.
She's so full of herself. She tied a blindfold over her own eyes.
I can't do anything. I've tried to bring things to a head, but I'm frightened now. Can you feel the silence? There's a thunderstorm waiting in every room. And the day it breaks, we'll all be swept away. But I've said what needed saying.
Bernarda thinks no one can cross her. She doesn't understand the power of a man over a lonely woman.
Oh, it's not Pepe's fault. All right, last year he was chasing after Adela and she was crazy for him. But she should know better. A man's a man. I did hear that he can talk to her many nights. True. And not just talking with her.
Oh, I don't know what will come of this.
No, well, I'd like to sail across the sea away from this battlefield, I can tell you that.
Well, Bernarda's speeding up the wedding plans. Perhaps nothing will happen.
Too late. Adele can do whatever she likes, and the others aren't close their eyes.
What, material too?
She's the worst. She's a well of poison, that one. She knows she can't have a Romano. She'd take the world and crush it to dust in her hand if she could.
Oh, they're all evil.
They're women without men, that's all. And when it comes to that, even blood counts for nothing.
What's happening?
The dogs are barking.
Someone must have passed by the door.
Aren't you in bed?
I woke up ghastly.
Thought you were asleep.
Oh, I just came down to make some water. I need to go to bed. In a minute.
Let's go.
Burn my rest. Bernarda hasn't let me stop all day long.
Take a look.
Just go mad out there.
Can't get any rest without rabbits. Little sheep, baby mine, let's go down beside the sea. The little bug will be warm and snug, and I'll give you my breast and my bread. Bernarda Leopardhead, Magdalena Fisswein, little Bah, bah. We'll gather flowers every hour at the gates of Bethlehem. You and I, we don't need sleep. We'll run out the door, my little sheep. And by the seashore, we will hide in a cottage made of coral. Bernarda Leopardhead, Magdalena Fisswein, little lamb, bah, bah. Gather flowers every hour at the gates of Bethlehem. Grandma, where are you going? Have you come to open the door for me, haven't you?
How did you get out?
I escaped. Who are you?
Go back to bed.
Ah, now I know you. You are Martyria. Martyria the martyr. When are you going to have a baby? I've had this one. Where did you get that? It's a lamb. Why can't a lamb be a baby? Better to have a lamb for a baby than nothing at all. Bernarda Leopardhead, Magdalena Fisswein. in here is so dark. Do you think because my hair is white that I can't have babies? But I can. Babies and babies and babies. And this baby will have white hair, and this baby will have another baby, and that one will have another. All of us with snow white heads. And we'll be like waves, one after another and another. And then we'll all sit down with our white heads, and we will be like foam on the sea. I don't see any sea foam here. All I see are black morning rays. When my neighbour had a baby, I would visit her and take her chocolate. And she would do the same for me. Always, always, always. You will grow white hair, but no neighbour will come and visit you. I have to get away. I have to get out. I have to get away. But I'm afraid the dogs will bite me. Will you come with me until I'm through the fields? I don't like fields. I like houses best. Houses with wide open doors. All the women and children asleep in one bed, and the men sitting outside on their chairs. Pepe El Romano is a giant. You all want him, but he will devour you, because to him, you are just grains of wheat. No, not grains of wheat, frogs, without tongue. Go on, go back to bed. All right, but you will come and let me out, won't you? Little sheep, baby mine, let's go down beside the sea. The little bug will be warm and snug, and I'll give you my breast and my breath.
For a decent woman. Now you long to be there, didn't you? Now I'm going to show my lungs off. This has to stop. This is just the start.
I'm strong enough to take what I want. I've got the strength and ability you wish you had. I've seen death living in this place, so now I'm going to take what's mine, what was always mine.
That man has no soul in him. He came here for another woman. You're just throwing yourself in the way.
Just as well as I do that he has never loved her.
Yes.
Yes. You've seen. He has me.
Yes.
He loves me. He loves me.
Bread and knife with me if you have to. Just stop saying that now.
That's why you can't let me have him. You don't care if he has another woman he doesn't love. Neither do I. He can be remembered as just for 100 years for all I care, but you can't stand the thought of his arms around me because you want him. You want?
Yes! All right. Look at me.
I'll say it without hiding my head under the sheets.
I don't care if my heart bursts like a rotten pomegranate.
I want him. Tyrion, it's not what I want to touch me!
You can't kiss that thing out of my eyes. There is the same blood in both of us, but I don't care. I cannot love you. You are not my sister. You are just another woman.
There's no cure for this. If you put to drown, you will drown. But Pepe Romano is mine. He takes me into the world.
I won't let you.
stand up against them and put on my crown of thorns, and I will be the mistress to a married man. Oh. Yes. We'll come to bed. And we'll let me marry a mistress. I don't care. I'll go and live in a little house all by myself, and he can come and visit me whenever he wants, whenever he feels the need.
It's not our going to Adela. Not as long as there is a drop of blood left in my blood.
You're so weak. Right now I can bring a wild stallion to this little baby
To me.
and God
I am
teaches us
so
to love
pain
our
right
sisters. He must have turned me into the darkness, because right now I am seeing you as I've never seen you before.
Where are you going? Get away from the door that's eating up trash. Stop it now! Behave yourself! You don't know how to like me holding my fist! Demons with him! The master of a painter! You have made a horse in there! Don't you shout at me, mother! I'm not your jailer anymore! That's what I do with a tyrant's rod! No one but Platt can give me all this now! Della! I'm his woman! Do you know that Alba she is? Go into the crowd and tell him you know. He'll be master in his house. He's out there now breathing like a lion! Oh my God! The gun! What? Where's the gun? Get off! Stop it! Ow! Oh, stop getting out of here! Get off! Let her go somewhere where we never have to look at her again!
Let's see if you dare look for him now.
It's the end of Pepe, our mother.
You killed him?
No, he ran off on his mare.
I can't help if women can't demonstrate.
Why did you say that, teacher? I'd like to pour a river of blood on her head. You bitch! You're possessed.
Yes, but that's better if that's what Adele believes. Adele! Open the door, Adele! Four walls won't hide your
Adela! Adela, you open that door now!
look at that! Adele, quick!
Come on.
What?
And we never end like that. No.
You will run away with your life into the dark under the duty. The one to you will fall.
My daughter died a virgin. Do not say a word. She died a virgin. Tell them to ring the bells twice at dawn. Now bring her in quickly.
She was happy 1,000 times over. She had him.
There will be no tears. We will look death in the face. Quiet. Quiet, I said. You can cry when you are on your own. You will drown. We will drown in a sea of mourning. She was Bernarda Alba's youngest daughter, and she died a virgin. Do you hear me? Silence! Silence, I said! Silence.
Close all my windows, for I do not want to listen to the weeping. There beyond the grey walls, nothing breaks the silence of the weeping. Very few angels sing, very few dogs are barking, and 1,000 violins beat into the middle of my hand. For the weeping is a vast, the weeping